Don't blame other people, take responsibility. Welcome once again to Eddie's TV. My name is Edison as usual, and today we shall be diving into a very important topic called taking responsibilities. A lot of people don't want to take responsibilities anymore. You find in a family, parents are not taking responsibility to the children. You find in a community, there is a lot of irresponsible people. And instead of people taking responsibilities, they start blaming other people. They shift their blame to other people instead of owning their mistake. Instead of taking responsibility, they start blaming other people for their own failure. You find the person saying, I failed achieving this because of somebody else. Because of this and this, I couldn't reach here. That is lacking responsibility. And I will be using my book called Mastering the Art of Flourishing. In my book called Mastering the Art of Flourishing, I said, no matter what happened to you, you will always choose how to move forward. The things that happen to you cannot define you unless you allow them to. You are a sovereign individual capable of translating your current weaknesses, traumas, and limitations. No matter what happened to you, no matter your past experience, you will always choose to move forward. There are some people who like blaming their past experiences. People blaming who they were before. And they think they cannot move a step forward because of their history, because of their previous experience. But no matter your previous experience, no matter your past experiences, you are still responsible to take action and take the steps that will allow you to move forward. Don't blame others for your own failures. Take responsibility is a powerful statement that reminds us that we are responsible for our action and the outcomes of those actions. It means that we should not shift the blame for our own mistake or shortcoming into others, but instead own up to them and take the necessary steps to correct them. Taking responsibility for our action is an important part of our personal growth and development. When we take responsibility for our action, we acknowledge that we have the power to change our circumstances, and we are in control of our own life. It helps us to develop a sense of accountability and learn. Taking responsibility. Blaming others for our own failure is a common defense mechanism that many of us use to avoid taking responsibilities of our actions. There are many people who like blame game. They blame others, and they use this as a defense mechanism. They're just defending themselves. Instead of taking responsibilities, they're just blaming other people. They are blaming their situations. They are blaming their families. They are blaming the past experiences. And all this is being used as a defense mechanism. It is easy to point the finger at someone else and say that they are the reason for our own problem. However, this approach is counterproductive and can even prevent us from learning and growing as an individual. When we take responsibility for our action, we are also showing respect for those around us. It demonstrates that we are accountable for our behaviors and that we value the opinion and feelings of others. Let me tell you, if in the community people start see you as irresponsible person, as a person who is not responsible, then nobody's going to be respecting you. You start losing value. Even your family cannot respect you. Your wife cannot respect you. Your husband cannot respect you. Your children cannot respect you after seeing that you are a irresponsible person. And for you to bring back that respect, it will require a lot of strength. And you can only bring back this respect by being more responsible. First and foremost, taking responsibility means accepting that our actions have consequences. You need to understand that the actions you are doing, what you are doing right now, at this moment, will come up with a lot of consequences. And the consequences might be good or bad. And when you understand that your action will bring either a positive or a negative consequences, then you will learn how to own. You will learn how to be responsible of what you are doing at that moment. Blaming others for our own failures can create a victim mentality where we feel like everything that happened to us is outside of our control. If you are a person who likes blaming other people, who usually blame other people for your own mistakes, it means you cannot control what is happening to you. That's why you find an adult, but he or she cannot manage to feed himself. An adult cannot think of himself. An adult cannot control where he or she should be at that moment because that person or that individual is irresponsible. Taking responsibility for our action is also a sign of maturity and emotional intelligence. When we are able to acknowledge our mistakes and take steps to rectify them, we demonstrate a willingness to learn and grow. Not taking responsibility is a sign of immaturity. People will always see you as a mature person because you are not responsible. You are irresponsible. And to be considered as a mature person, it is not determined by the age. You can be 40 years, but when other people see you or text you as an immature person because of lacking responsibility. Taking responsibility is crucial for building and maintaining healthy relationship. When we refuse to take responsibility for our action and instead blame others, we create a sense of mistrust. So nobody's gonna be trusting you if you are not responsible. Because if you cannot be responsible of your action and the outcome, how do you expect somebody else to trust you? Of course, nobody's gonna be trusting you because you lack responsibility. Most of the people who fails in life blame other people for their own failures. They start blaming the economy of their countries, blaming their parents for having born in poor families. They don't know that when they keep blaming other people, they end up losing power instead of taking responsibility. You find the person saying, I can't do this because I was born and raised in a poor family. I cannot do this because I was born as a refugee. I cannot do this because I was born in this country. I cannot do this because I'm this and this. But remember, blaming all those makes you to lose power and control. And the best way is to take responsibilities. Take responsibility. Own your mistakes. Learn from the mistakes. Understand that everybody who succeeded, they once failed in life. You need to understand that whenever you think you cannot take a step forward because of the challenges, because of the problems that you might be facing that moment, there is somebody else who passed through the same, but they moved forward. They managed to succeed regardless of the challenges and the problem they passed through that moment. You might be living a hard life, but the solution is not to give up or blame others for what is going wrong in your life. The solution is not blaming other people. The only solution is to take responsibility. I'm very sure after watching this video, it will change your life. And again, if you need to learn more, you can read by yourself my book called Mastering the Art of Flourishing. It is one of the best books that you can ever read, and it can change your life. Thank you so much for watching Eddie's TV, and may you have a blessed day. Thank you so much.